Now it is recording. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Once again, in the last class, we discussed the concept of 15.2 introduction, where we have learned how to locate the points. First, see question number one. In question one, we have to locate these points and verify that they are making a line or not. Okay. Suppose I take class. You tell me which part shall I take, A, B, or C? Which part you found little bit tough? Which part you want to verify? Tell me first, A, B, or C. I will take that part. Okay, C part. Let's see. Saurabh is saying A part, so we will take A part for Saurabh. So Saurabh, first of all, we will make the coordinate axis, that is y axis and x axis. If you want, you can extend these two also, but actually these are the negative portions and negative portion is not required. That is why I will make it smaller. When negative portions are required, we have to extend these also. Okay, so this is the point of intersection of the two axes, that is x axis and y axis. We call it origin, 0 comma 0. Class, this point is 0 comma 0. Now we have to locate the points such as 40, 42, 46, 4 comma 2.5. So we can see the points are very simple. They are not very high points. So we can simple take the scale as class. Simply we can take the scale as 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It will do the work. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And you can write the scale also on the right hand side, that the scale is 1 unit equal to this much, this much. Okay. Now let us start. The first point is 4 comma 0. We can observe which coordinate is 0 class. This point will lie on which axis? If we have 4 comma 0, that point will lie on which axis? Because y coordinate is 0. Sir, on y coordinate we need 6 also. Okay, sorry beta. So we have to extend this till 6. Thank you. Now tell me class, the point is 4 comma 0. So we are moving 4 on x coordinate and 0 on y axis. That is not a point. So our point is this only. This is known as 4 comma 0. Anyone having problem in this? As the x coordinate was given to you as 4, y coordinate is 0, so we can say the point is lying on x axis. So whenever in any point the y coordinate is 0, we can say that point is lying on what? Please tell. If the y coordinate of any coordinate or any pair is 0, we will call it is lying on x axis. Similarly, the opposite. If we have a point 0 comma 4, class, in case we had a point 0 comma 4, it must be lying on y axis. Yes, because in that x is 0, y is given to you as 4, that point will lie on this point. So for knowledge only I told you this thing. Okay, now the second point is 4 comma 2. So 4 on x axis already taken and 2 on this. So you will use a scale like this or use a graph paper that will help you, and you will extend this like this. The point of intersection is this one. So this is the point 4 comma 2, the second point. Third point is 4 comma 6. This time 6 is here. Extend like this, extend like this. So this is the point 4 comma 6. So till now they all three are in line. Now see, the fourth point is 4 comma 2.5. 2.5 will lie somewhere here. It is also coming here only, 4 comma 2.5. So Saurabh, can we say these four are lying on a straight line? Saurabh, can we say these four are forming a straight line? Saurabh and others, please tell. Okay, we can say they are forming a straight line. Similarly, you can try the remaining parts, and if they are forming a straight line, it is yes. If they are not, it is a no. Let's see question number 2. Draw the line passing through 2 comma 3 and 3 comma 2. Find the coordinates of the point at which the lines meet x axis and y axis. Class, this is a very good question, and I hope you people tried it on your graph paper, because when you do on graph paper, at that time only you will get the correct answer, because it requires a graph paper. Let us see this one also. So suppose in this only I erase this graph that we have made. One second. This is a larger one. Okay, gone. Now we are going to see question number 2. In question number 2, they are saying draw the line passing through 2, 3 and 3, 2. So this is your graph. This time origin x, x dash, y, y dash. 2 axes we have drawn. Now the points 1, 2, 3, 4. Here also 1, 2, 3. The spacing should be exactly same. 5. Now we have to draw 2 points 2, 3, that is 2 on x-axis, 3 on y-axis will meet somewhere here. This point 2, 3, and second point is 3, 2. So 3 is here, 2 is here, somewhere here they will meet. When you join these, a line is formed like this. They are asking find the coordinates of the points at which this line meets the x-axis and y-axis. So we have to extend the line. You will use a scale to extend the line like this, and you will see at which point it is cutting the x-axis and at which point it is cutting the y-axis. That will be your answer. Please tell me what answer you got. At which point it is cutting the x-axis? Please tell. At what point it is cutting the x-axis? Class, please tell. If you have drawn this diagram on the graph paper, you can tell me on which point it is cutting the x-axis and on which point it is cutting the y-axis. Anyone who got the answer? Please tell. Hiteshri, Saurabh, anyone who got the answer of this one? Are you trying right now this question? Because there is a concept with me of making a line. By that I can tell you, but you have not learned that. So just for me, I am doing that. We will get y is equal to, equation will be 2 minus 3 minus 1 upon 3 minus 2 1 x. Okay. Okay. Okay, class, tell me at which point it will cut. Anyone who got the answer? It will be done on graph paper. You will get the answer easily. The point it is cutting, some point here. This point you have to find. This will be your first. This will be your second. Okay. Ananya is saying 5.5. Okay. Let me check again. 15.2. But it is cutting 5, 0. Okay, 5 you are saying. So here you can see roughly my diagram is also correct. It is cutting at 5, 0 on x-axis and 0, 5 roughly. My diagram is rough diagram, still it is getting nearby. So what is this coordinate? Class, please tell me what is this coordinate? How to write this coordinate? 0, 5. Here x is 0, y is 5. So first we have joined these 2 points. After that we have extended the line and we found on x-axis it is cutting at 5, 0. On y-axis cutting at 0, 5. Class, clear to everyone? Or you want me to repeat this? Because this is a practical question. When you will do it on the graph paper, it will be very easy for you. Use a scale and then extend the lines. You will get the answer. Okay. Now question number 3 is write the coordinates of the vertices. Okay. The question number 3 is now write the coordinates of vertices in the following figure. Saurabh, you will tell me first Saurabh, you will only tell me what is the coordinate of A. Saurabh, tell me what is the coordinate of A. Others you can tell, but mainly it is from Saurabh. What is the coordinate of A, Saurabh? In the graph you can see. Okay, but better not 2 only, na? Tell me the complete coordinate. What is the y portion of this? In coordinates we have x comma y, na? Tell me in that way. 2 comma what? Joel, 2 comma 3. But I am asking A. A point is here. This one. No, Saurabh, it is 2 comma 1, 2 comma 0. Because you can see point A is lying on x-axis, and we have learned whichever point will lie on x-axis, its y coordinate will be 0. So point A is 2 comma 0. Now tell me what is coordinate of point B. Please tell what is the coordinate of point B. Just make sure first should be of x, second should be of y. No, oh, who said 3 comma 2? Ananya, by mistake or what? Not 3 by 2, beta. 3 comma 2. Wrong. You have to first see the x coordinate. Good, Joel. Now it is okay, Ananya. So if you see point B's x coordinate is 2 only, y coordinate is 3. So the coordinates are 2 comma 3. Similarly, see the point C. Class, Saurabh, you also. Point C is lying on y-axis. So which coordinate is 0 for sure? X coordinate is 0 for sure. And it is lying on the point number 3. Therefore, the coordinates of C are 0, 3. Now, yes. Now let us see point P. Class, tell me the coordinates of point P. See, what is the x coordinate? Just draw, just see the line, the straight line, the vertical one, that will give you the x coordinate. Then see the horizontal line, that will give you the y coordinate. So the vertical line is giving us 4 and the horizontal line is giving us the 3. So the coordinates are 4 comma 3. Saurabh, beta see for P point. P point is here, this one. If you see, this is the vertical line, Saurabh, this is the vertical line going to 4, and this is the horizontal line going to 3. That is why the coordinates of P are 4 comma 3. Similarly, we have point Q. Saurabh, now try, use the vertical line for Q. Use the vertical line, you will find 6 as the x coordinate. Use the horizontal line for Q, you will get 1. Saurabh, try to understand this thing. For the x coordinate, use the vertical line. For the y coordinate, use the horizontal line. Now, Saurabh, you tell me point R. Good Smriti, good Ananya, Hiteshri. Now tell me for R. Point R, vertical line is going to 6 only and horizontal is going to 5. So it is 6 comma 5. Now we have last point S. Those who have doubts, try this time. What is the coordinate of point S? Draw a vertical line, find the x coordinate. Draw a horizontal line, find the y coordinate. Saurabh, try this one. Saurabh, try this one. Draw a vertical line from point S, that will give you x coordinate. Draw a horizontal line, you will get the y coordinate. Good, yes, correct. So we have 4 when we draw the vertical line, and we have 7. Yes, Krishna, correct. So the point is 4 comma 7. The last one is okay. Then we have L. Class, tell me the points of L, coordinates of L. Again for L also we have to see the vertical line is going to 0.7. You can see the vertical line is coming to 0.7 over here and over here also. So point L is 7 comma 7. If you have any problem in the book, seeing here on my screen, you can use your book also and tell the answers. Then we have point M. Class, C point M. The coordinates of point M are, the vertical line is giving me, very good, 10 comma 8, correct. Then the last is point K. Point K is again 10 comma 5, good. So I hope this topic of locating the points on a coordinate axis is clear to everyone. Now let us see the question number 4. True or false? Correct that or false. Okay. Now tell me. The first point is saying a point whose x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is non-zero. Class, you will help me in these questions because I guess you will know these things very well now. A point whose x coordinate is 0. एक पॉइंट है जिसका x कोऑर्डिनेट 0 है and y कोऑर्डिनेट is non-zero, will lie on y axis. Are they correct or not? Please tell. If there is a point 0 comma something, if there is a point 0 comma something like 0 comma 1, 0 comma 2, 0 comma 3, 0 comma 4, 0 comma 5, these kind of points, Smriddhi, how can you say that? Please see. Saurabh, please see. Try to understand. Here only I told you. If 0 comma 1, 0 comma 2, 0 comma 3, these kind of points you are having, obviously x portion तो कुछ है ही नहीं हमारे पास, वो 0 हो गया. Only y we are having. That is why it will lie on y axis, and that is why it is correct. Class, again read the point. A point whose x coordinate is 0, that means जो हम लिखते हैं pairs, उसमें first portion is 0, 0 comma something. That something can be anything. Let me call it 0 comma a. Let me call it 0 comma a. This a can be anything, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, whatever. It will obviously lie on y axis. Okay, so this is correct. Second point is saying a point whose y coordinate is 0. एक point जिसका y coordinate 0 है and x coordinate 5 है. First of all, tell me how will you write this in ordered pair form. First tell me what is the, what do you say, representation of the point in ordered pair form. If y coordinate is 0, x coordinate is 5, how will you write the number? How will you write the coordinates? No, Joel, no. This is the mistake that you are doing, na? Others are correct. Hiteshri correct, Ananya correct, Aryan correct. Because it is a, what you say, convention that we are following. Always first position is given to x and second is given to y. There is a reason behind it. I will tell you someday. Actually, x is taken as independent variable. X is not dependent on anything. That is why it comes first. Y is the dependent variable. वो depend करता है x के ऊपर, इसीलिए y को हम लिखते हैं second number पे. ठीक है? Always we try to write the x coordinate first and y coordinate second. So this are written as 5,0. तो हमारा point क्या हो गया बेटा? 5,0. We have to tell, is 5,0 lying on y axis? Plus question is saying 5,0 lies on y axis. Is it correct? No, it is not, because we have studied whatever point, if y coordinate is 0, it will lie on x axis. So you can correct this and you can say this point will lie on x axis. Okay, you can correct this on your own. Good, Vanshika. The third part, the coordinates of origin are 0, 0, because x is 0, y is 0, that is your origin. Is this correct? Is this correct? Yes, it is truly correct. Okay, now we will see some applications. What are there in the applications? Yeah, the same thing comes that I was telling you, independent variable and dependent variable. If you have observed some sort of graphs in your science book, class, you must have seen some graphs in your science book, distance time graph. Do you remember that? Class, do you remember that? Normally we take time on this and distance on this. If I ask you which is independent variable, sir, please repeat third answer. Joel, okay. Joel, the third answer is saying the coordinates of origin, that is point O, is 0,0. It is correct because हमने बात की थी x axis is a number line, y axis is a number line. x axis का जो जीरो वाला पोर्शन था, y का जो जीरो वाला पोर्शन था, वो दोनों मिल गए. ठीक है, ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. x का जीरो एंड y एक्सिस का जीरो दोनों मिल गए एंड वी गॉट द पॉइंट एज ओरिजिन 0,0. दैट इज व्हाई वी गॉट दिस एक्सिस. This is the positive portion, this is the negative portion. This is the positive portion of y, negative portion of y. That's why. Okay. Now, applications. Application as such in your subjects. Like you study science, you need to understand what is a dependent variable and what is a independent variable. Class, please tell me. Others also try and tell me amongst time and distance. अगर हम बात करें तो which is dependent and which is independent as per you, please tell. टाइम में और डिस्टेंस में which is dependent, which is independent? Yes, time is independent because distance पर time depend नहीं करता. कुछ लोग वही distance कम टाइम में भी कर सकते हैं, ज्यादा टाइम में भी कर सकते हैं, बट टाइम इज इंडिपेंडेंट. टाइम चलता रहेगा हमेशा, डिस्टेंस बढ़े ना बढ़े. ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग. डिस्टेंस इंक्रीज हो रहा है, डिक्रीज हो रहा है, नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. इवन इफ यू आर स्टैंडिंग समवेयर, योर डिस्टेंस इज नॉट चेंजिंग, बट टाइम इज चेंजिंग every second ना. टाइम इज चेंजिंग फॉर लॉन्ग. सो टाइम इज यूनिवर्सल. वेरी गुड जोएल. टाइम इज यूनिवर्सल, टाइम इज इंडिपेंडेंट. इसीलिए वी ट्राई टू टेक टाइम ऑन, that is why we try to take time on normally x axis. Normally we take independent variables on x axis and we take the dependent variable on plus we take the dependent variable on y axis. Okay, good. Similarly, if you have the graph of suppose temperature and time, you can make a graph of temperature and time. This is also like this. Suppose in the morning 8 o'clock you have seen temperature is this much, you have made a point. At 10 o'clock temperature is this much, you have made the point. So this way also you can go. Here also time is independent and temperature is dependent on time. तो हमारी first जो आधार है, आधार means the independent thing is time. Okay, actually as per Einstein time is relative, but अभी तक हम time को लेते हैं independent. आने वाले time में we can understand time को भी हम लोग as a relative quantity ले पाएंगे. In physics only you will study these things, okay? Because Einstein gave us the concept of relativity of time also, that you will understand later on. Okay, now let's see example number 6. Quantity and cost. Okay, quantity and cost, what they are saying is the following table gives you petrol and its cost. So number of liters of petrol and cost of petrol. So what they have done is the number of liters they have taken on x-axis and the cost they have taken on y-axis, because cost depend कर रही है number of इस पर. Okay, but if you are purchasing less petrol, you have to give less cost. If you are purchasing more petrol, you have to give more cost. That is why we have taken the number of liters of petrol as independent and the cost as dependent. Are you able to understand? In this graph, they have taken number of liters of petrol as independent, that is why it is on x-axis, and the cost of that thing as y-axis. Now what is the question? Question is, acha, plot a graph. It is very simple to plot the graph. First of all, you have to see the coordinates are 10, 500. Let me call it A. Second coordinate is 15, 750. Third coordinate is 20, 1000. So you all are ready for this because you have done questions similar to these, but this time Only thing you have to make in mind is you have to change the scale. This time you will have to change the scale. What they have taken is this scale. If you want, you can change the scale as per your convenience. If you want, you can take a scale of 200 also. Whatever you like, you can change the scale. Plus, understood? You can change the scale. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to use the same scale. Okay. Now let us see the second part. Mark number of liters along the horizontal axis. Okay. So we have shown number of liters on horizontal axis and cost on vertical axis. Plot the points. हमने plot भी कर दिया इनको. Join the points. Okay, it is just telling how to plot this. Simple. Example number 7. Principal and simple interest. Again tell me class. पहले कौन आया? Principal आया या simple interest आया? First tell me which is independent. We are trying to think which quantity is independent. Principal independent है कि simple interest independent है? पहले कौन आया? Who comes first? Who is independent? Principal is independent because principal पर ही तो निकालते हैं हम. क्या? On principal only we find what? Yes. Principal comes first, that is why it is independent. On principal we find the interest. So the principal will come on x-axis, the interest will come on y-axis. In this question they have found the interest for you, I think. No, they have not found the interest. You have to find the interest, you have to make a column. So you know only first column. You know only the first column, that is principal one. Interest you can find easily because you know the concepts of finding interest. Yes, Abhinav, you all know how to find the interest. After finding all the interest for all the principals, you will make a table like this, in which the top one is principal, the below one is interest. And now you can easily plot it. The first point is 100, 10. Second point is 200, 10. Third point, fourth point, and fifth point. And then you can easily plot like this, no issue. So what they will tell you, they will tell you that you have these kind of principles and this is the rate of interest. You can find the SI on your own and you can plot the graph like this. Today, try to use or try to solve these examples and try to understand. If you understand these examples, solving the exercise questions will be very easy for you. Okay, first try to solve the examples and then go to the exercise. Let me stop over here.